Drew Ward here from James Motors in Decatur, showing you the all-new 2019 GMC Sierra Denali. It's brand new for 2019. Lots of new features we're going to go over. Not in depth this video. We're going to make a few different videos on different actual segments of the truck. That way we can be real in depth and not take a lot of your time. Starting off though, we're applying these new LED lights. They're super cool in both mirrors. You can turn them on individually. They're very, very nice. Turn around. There's actually 6 outside cameras on this truck. 6. There's 1 in the front, 3 in the back, and 2 on the sides. 1 on each side. That way you can see all the way around your truck, front and back. When we get inside later in the video, we're actually going to show you the cameras and how they work. If you look at the teaser video, you'll see that we were playing with them in the car wash. Come on around. Of course, it's Denali. You got 22-inch chrome wheels, standard. You have power running boards. Pretty cool. Coming in and out. They actually power it back to the back wheel. That way you can help get in and out. Some of my favorite features on the new truck are the keyless entry, easy access entry. You walk in the door, keys in your pocket, get to the door, they'll unlock it for you or lock it for you if you know what you're trying to do. The capless gas cap is also one of my favorite features. As you can see, there's no cap on it. You don't have to waste your time or worry about leaving it open and scratching it. No more engine lights on because your gas cap leak. Coming around the back, one thing we added, or we improved on, was our step. Our step was too small before. Big man feet couldn't get in there. Now huge man feet can fit in there sideways. We also changed our whole bed. The whole bed's completely different. It's called the Dura bed. They changed the whole name of it. They changed the access on the tailgate, as you can see. It's wider than it was before. 50 total inches from inside wheel to the other. I think it's 50.8. You can put a sheet of plywood perfectly in the back. It's got the most cargo room in any truck, any half-ton full-size truck, and that's it with their standard bed. So their 6.5-foot bed has just less cargo bar than our 5'8" bed. So our 6.5-foot bed has way more cargo bar than the other thing. It's pretty cool. The new tailgate's also cool. It's only on GMC. It's got a couple different functions. You can pop it down like a normal tailgate and use it like a normal tailgate. You can turn it into a step or a bench. It has some accessories coming up too. We're inside. There's lights. There's also a kicker stereo system there. Here's 2 of the 3 cameras. The other one's up there. All 3 in the back. Super cool. Do different things. We'll go over a little bit more of that inside there. That's all for the outside. Now we move to the inside of the 2019 GMC Sierra Denali. It's so much. There's so much new in here. I don't know if you listen to Fast Lane Trucks. It's a YouTube page. I listen to them pretty religiously. And I actually don't like them, and that's why I listen to them, which I know is weird. But they down us on a lot of things that they shouldn't, I think. They down us on the interior of this new truck. I think that's crazy. The interior is amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's start off with the sunroof like normal. It's just a normal sunroof, nothing crazy there, but it's a truck. That's why I have sunroofs anyway. But here's where we really started changing things. A rear view mirror in the backup. This mirror is super cool. As you can tell, it's HD video. You can't see Tyler through it. So if you got people in the back, and you can't see that through, you can now. You can actually change it too. You can change the brightness up or down. You can change, you can zoom it in. If you got a load on a trailer back there, you can zoom it in. You can move it up and down. See different angles. Very intuitive, super cool. One of my favorite features of the new truck, hands down. The next thing I want to show you is the actual camera system on the truck itself. If you go here to camera, you can see all different views and angles. So I can show you just the front or just the back. The hitch. The back, full 360 of the back, full 360 of the front. Just the sides. Hitch view. And there's your settings, you can change it off. Super cool, super intuitive, new for this year model. One of my favorite things is the push button start. You don't have to have a key anymore, no digging for it. Keep it in your pocket, your purse, whatever. Get inside, turn it on. We moved the trailer brake controllers to here, so it's functional for us trailers. It's way better, easier to use on the fly. It's quicker response too, so it's safer. Looking around through here, we got our new plugs. Our 110 like always, 12 like always, USB like always, but this one's new. It's called USB-C. It is It's the newest technology. The newer phones coming out are going to have it. It transfers data faster for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. They're both going to be able to be way smoother and faster. Of course, these trucks have all normal stuff, heating, cool seats, but we want to talk about the new stuff. There's wireless phone chargers down here that Tyler's pointing out for me because I missed it. Actually, it's really cool. If you look under it, there's actually, from the AC, you feel there's actually cold air, keeping it cool so it doesn't overheat anymore. And what that allowed us to do was crank up the amps, so it actually charges faster now. The new iPhone 8 works on it amazingly. Before we had a little trouble. In 17 it was impossible. In 18 we made it possible. And now in 19 we've actually made it fluent, where it's good and works properly. Let's go through some of these switches real fast, the new ones at least. Lane keep assist, we added in 18, not that new. Parking sensors, on and off, not new. This is a new button, it's called auto start stop. We'll get into that in its own video later. You can turn it off and on. This is for your tailgate. You actually have a powered down tailgate now. So hit it and it powers down, super cool. Flashers, trash control normal. This is for a plug that's in the bed. There's a 110 plug in the bed on the right side of the door bed. It's all new this year. Of course, other companies have had plugs before, but this one's really cool. Well, we have a sales rep who actually comes out and trains us on stuff, and he said he plugged in tons of power tools to it, and all of them worked and was great. This is hill descent control. This is not new, but for a long time, people just described it wrong. They described it to us wrong. They were teaching us wrong. It's actually for off-roading, for hardcore off-roading. It helps you hold your speed between 1 and 14 miles an hour. So if you're going up and down over hills and stuff, you can consistently hold your speed the whole way. And that's just the last button is just for the power running boards. Oh, also new in 2019, in the rear, we have air. Finally, 15 years later, we finally added air. Plus we have heated seats back there. And Tyler, I don't know if you can see it. Open that for me at that storage. There's also storage in the rear seats. And there's so much more legroom. There's actually 3-4 more inches of legroom. Oh, storage in here too. Storage in there. Okay. And that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you've enjoyed our video on the 2019 GMC Sierra Denali. I love the truck. It's awesome. They start off at 60. They're starting. The higher ends are around 68,000. That's what we're doing right now, and they're coming off pretty good already. Ask a salesman about it. Ask me about it. Ask Tyler about it. Look us up. Thanks, YouTube.